Hey, what's up, zoners? Today, we will be going over, man, 8 different wide open wide receiver rooms. A quarter of the league, man, does not have a true number one wide receiver. We can take advantage of that in fantasy football. Just some of the names that were thrown out last season in similar types of situations. Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Legette, Christian Watson, Lad McConkey, Rashee Rice, and Demario Douglas, man. So let's see, Neighbors, BTJ, McConkey, Rashee Rice, half of these people hit big time, okay? So this is worth paying attention to. I have all my notes typed out, man, and I'll be sharing that with you in 7 seconds. You can do it! All right, man, first team we're going to be talking about today, the San Francisco 49ers, man. Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver 47 through week 7 before getting injured. Jennings, wide receiver 20 during that span. So even when he was healthy, he was not doing well at all. He got injured. All right, that's what ended his season. He's projected to return mid-season. I really don't want anything to do with Ayuk. I might worry about trading for him before he comes back or something like that if I really believe in him. Next up, dude, Juwan Jennings led the 49ers with a 26.3% target share. 27 years old, so in his athletic prime. 33% first read target share and led all 49ers in red zone targets. So Juwan Jennings is my target for this group. It is who I like the most. That fool goes off against the Rams every time he plays against them. Or the Chargers, can't remember which one. Ricky Pearsall, man, first round draft pick in 2024. He was wide receiver 5, man, week 17 through 18, averaging 23.8 fantasy points per game. So the last 2 weeks of last year, this fool showed out, man. So Ricky Pearsall, I could understand being interested in him as well. If I miss out on Juwan Jennings, I will definitely be picking up Ricky Pearsall. And then DeMarcus Robinson, man, maybe. I mean, for a streamer every once in a while, he's going to be mostly taking away red zone targets from everybody else because that's all he does is catch touchdowns. 4 touchdowns in a 2-week span last year, but we are not going to worry about him. All right, man, next up, we're going to the Carolina Panthers next team. The first wide receiver and my target for this group, Teteroa McMillan, I know I fucked that up. I apologize. First round rookie, ranked 17th and 21st in yards per route run over the last 2 seasons. So he runs deep routes, man. Bryce Young was killing it at the end of last season, throwing it deep as well. So I am targeting this guy just because Adam Thielen is 34 motherfucking years old. Wide receiver 13 after returning from injury, week 12, averaging 16.4 points, dude. This guy was awesome last year when he played. And the year before that, he was almost like a league winner. But Adam Thielen, man, it's too much, okay? It's too much. Do not target. I mean, if you are super late, I understand picking him up just to see if you can start him in your flex for like the first half of the season. Xavier Legette, man, first round draft pick last season by Dave Canales. So Dave Canales, first round wide receivers 2 years in a row. And he had 4 games with 8+ targets. Best games came with Coker out, though. Xavier Legette did not hit like he was supposed to last season. I'm rolling the dice on the new guy, McMillan. Jalen Coker, undrafted free agent 2024, second amongst rookies in yards per route run versus man. So versus man, he was like their deep threat. Okay, so Jalen Coker, all you cokeheads out there, we need to wait and see because they got another wide receiver if we could pick this guy up and stream him. But I think the one that, out of all the wide receivers on the Carolina Panthers, with Bryce Young being like a top 6 fantasy wide receiver to end the season last year, like half of the year actually, I would like King Tet. Roll the dice on him. And where he's going right now is a huge deal, man. So big bargain there. Next up, the Las Vegas Raiders. Jacoby Myers, dude. I've been a Jacoby Myers lover for him and I have been lovers, dude, for about 3 seasons now. If I can get this right. Wide receiver 19, man, PPR in 2024. Do you remember a lot about Jacoby Myers last year? No, they got rid of Devontae Adams, so he was the de facto number 1. 11th in first read target share at 32.6%. That's amazing. Top 10 in red zone target share at 29.8%. This is a contract year for him. I am targeting the older wide receiver here, the vet. Geno Smith is old as shit too. So maybe the vets will get together and have some lunch. Okay. Jacoby Myers, man, I'm taking the discount on him and hoping, and I think that he's going to be a flex wide receiver 3 that you draft him at, and he will perform as a wide receiver 2. Jack Beck, I liked a lot coming out of the draft, man. Second round rookie, led all rookies in expected points added, EPA per target. So you get the ball in his hand, and he can make a lot of things happen. All right, so he's a big play waiting to happen. Again, though, he is a rookie on this new team with a veteran coach, all this stuff, man. Veteran quarterback. Give me the veteran wide receiver for the safer floor. And then Trey Tucker, man, nobody cares about him. Third round rookie. He was a third round draft pick 2023, but those coaches are gone, dude. And he's been pretty big bust for 2 years in a row. And then the one I really want to talk about is Dante Thornton, fourth round rookie, training camp hero so far. Only 34 targets last season, so he is going to stretch the field. Whereas Jacoby Myers is going to lead the team in targets. Jack Beck is supposed to be the big play guy. And Dante Thornton, everything I could read about the Raiders beat writers, their fan base, and everything else, he was taking over OTAs. So hype train, breakout, keep your eye on Dante Thornton. But again, dude, give me Jacoby Myers every single time as my wide receiver 3, huge value. All right, man, Cleveland Browns, dude. Did I get this right? Yeah, I probably got this right. There's only 3 wide receivers on here. Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver 6, man. Jerry Jeudy lit the world on fire last year, man. He was a league winner almost until the very end. Kind of fell off. The wheels fell off. He was averaging, wide receiver 6, dude, top 6 wide receiver, week 9 on. That's like half the season. Averaging 19.2 fantasy points per game, ranked second in receiving yards per game, weeks 8 through 18. Now, receiving yards per game is like the stickiest stat for direct correlation to fantasy success. All right. This guy was number 2, only behind Jamar Chase, dude. So yeah, weeks 8, and we're counting weeks 8 through 18 because as soon as Watson's bum ass got out there, this fool caught on fire. Also, what helped was Cedric Tillman going down in a flame of glory as well, dude. I think his knees gave out, or no, concussion. It was concussion. So, but Jerry Jeudy, give me Jerry Jeudy again. That fool could literally be a league winner again this year. But I do love Cedric Tillman, man, wide receiver 1 on the season for 3 weeks, dude. Weeks 7 through 9. I started him all 3 weeks. If you watch the Waiver Wire show, you did too. Averaging 22.2 fantasy points per game. He is a third round draft pick. Missed last 6 games with concussion. He really needed Jameson Winston, and as soon as Jameson Winston left, that was about it. But yeah, dude, he was drafted by Kevin Stefanski, 3rd year. It would not surprise me if Cedric Tillman or Jerry Jeudy got the number 1 job here, but I would be banking on Jerry Jeudy. Then Deontay Johnson, man, it's fucking nuts. He's probably a CTE. He was still wide receiver 6, man, for 3 weeks, averaging 18.3 fantasy points per game. But the weird thing is that he's not with Cleveland during the OTAs, so he's not trying very hard with his new team. I would definitely go elsewhere. Jerry Jeudy, I think I like the best out of that group. Next up, we got the New England Patriots, dog. We got Stephon Diggs, man. He's coked out of his mind on a boat. Wide receiver 8 before getting injured week 8. So, dude, this guy was a top 10 wide receiver. Filling in, man. That team was loaded. Tank Dell was coming off a broken leg. We told you not to worry about him, but hey, man, Stephon Diggs was doing amazing. 53% routes run were from the slot before tearing his ACL. Now he's going to come back. I would imagine they want to put him back in the slot. Well, guess what, man? That is where Demario Douglas runs routes from. He led New England in targets, 4 games of 9+ targets. Round out of the slot, 75% of routes. I like this guy coming into last season. Like I said, he was on this list last season. It just never materialized. He got injured right when he was actually breaking out, which sucked. Then they went out and got Kyle Williams, who will be my target for this wide receiver group. A 3rd round rookie, first in yards after the catch, man, or yards after, I think it's yards after the catch. Among rookies, 3rd in deep ball catches. So Drake May has a great arm. He did not have really any downfield targets. Hunter Henry's eaten up all the red zone targets, everything in the middle. Just look at his target share. It's insane. So give me the big play down the side for the strong arm quarterback who might take a leap, dude. So I'm loving Kyle Williams right now for where you get him, especially. And then Kendrick Bourne is old as shit. So we're not going to worry about him. So going down to Buffalo Bills. Khalil Shakur, wide receiver 25, man. So, I mean, you pretty much thought he was going to be a flex all season. He was a borderline wide receiver too, averaging 14.5 fantasy points per game in PPR. 10th best target rate per route run at 29%. So when he's running routes, he gets targeted. Only 4 touchdowns on 94 catches. You could see some progression there in him catching more touchdowns. But yeah, we know that Josh Allen's going to run for at least 10 touchdowns. So that's good. That comes off the board right there. Keon Coleman is actually the person I like. I liked him last year. I had him on my team when he was breaking out. Okay. 2nd round draft pick in 2024, led the Buffalo Bills with 11 red zone targets and a 29% red zone target share. That was supposed to be his specialty, was making contested catches in the red zone. 125 yards, man, receiving week 7, injured his wrist week 9. And then he was wide receiver 24, he was wide receiver 24 weeks 3 through 8. So he was breaking out, man. Big game. Just check it out, man. Right before his injury, he was looking good, and then he got injured and then kind of fell off the map. So Keon Coleman for the cheap, man, I love. Joshua Palmer, they got from the Chargers. Deep threat, of course, like a Gabe Davis type. 16th in separation, 12th in route win rate. I don't really care, man. He might have 2 big games for this team. All right. And that's all I care about. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place. Josh Palmer. And then anyways, Elijah Moore, somehow is only 25 years old, man. That guy has been everywhere around the world for 25 years. Curtis Samuel, Limp Biscuit, dude, that fool is washed. I think he's only 28 too, but give me Keon Coleman or Khalil Shakur. Joshua Palmer, you might be able to flex or stream every once in a while. Green Bay Packers, man. Christian Watson was on this list last year. We liked him coming up because of how he ended the season before. 11 red zone targets. He tore his ACL week 18. He's been posting rehab videos. So, I mean, when's he going to come back? He tore that very end. So he is off the board for us in general. Jaden Reed, 75 targets. Dontavian Wicks, 76 targets. Romeo Dobbs, 72 targets. This is what we hate about this team, man. Everybody has the same amount of targets. Look at the red zone targets, man. 11 red zone targets for Christian Watson. 11 red zone targets for Jaden Reed. I don't know. 13 for Dontavian Wicks. 11 for Romeo Dobbs. What is happening, dude? So this is all bad. That's why I'm saying fuck all that shit. Go with Matthew Golden. Take the new toy, dude. Take it in the first round. Ranked 77th with only 57 receptions last year. I hate that. And I haven't seen that much great stuff coming out of camp either. But from what I know about these wide receivers, man, I've seen it 2 years in a row. I'm taking Matthew Golden. If you want to take Jaden Reed and play him the right weeks, dude, good luck with that. Indianapolis Colts, I think, is the last team on here. It is. Michael Pittman Jr., man, played with a fractured back last year, had a 24.2% target share, 23% target share with AR-15. He actually led the team in target share with Anthony Richardson. Played with a fractured back, 3 touchdowns on 12 red zone targets. So he could get a little bit more touchdowns on the year. Joshua Downs, man, is who I'm targeting out of this group. Led Indianapolis with a 24.8% target share. Wide receiver 8. He was a top 10 wide receiver, man, for like 6 weeks, 5 through 11, averaging 15 fantasy points per game with a 26% target share with the Flacco. So as soon as he got competent quarterback play, he was literally a top 10 wide receiver. If Daniel Jones gets in there, Josh Downs is going to be a top 12 wide receiver, man, and you're going to get him at a huge value. So a 3rd round draft pick in 2023 by Shane Steichen. So the draft capital's there. He's going to go on his 3rd year. He's been dealing with injuries, man, but if he is healthy, he is a beast. Alec Pierce, 3 games with 20-plus fantasy points, 7 touchdowns on just 37 receptions. This guy just catches long touchdowns. You could see a lot of regression there. Led NFL in average depth per target at 22.2 and 12th in total air yards. This is like the oh shit ball at the end of the play, man. He always gets it. Sometimes he comes down with it and scores a touchdown. Very unreliable, all right? So you can start him every once in a while, 3 games, 20-plus fantasy points. But good luck picking those 3 games. Then Adonai Mitchell, dude, he was the fastest, the best. 2nd round draft pick by Shane Steichen. I was super interested, but the quarterback play was terrible, and his metrics weren't that great, dude. So Adonai Mitchell, I am keeping my eye on, but Joshua Downs is my main target here. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I earned a thumbs up, man. If you thumbs up it, it sends it to more computers. Please, God, just do it. Please, I beg of you. Subscribe, man. Hopefully I earned a subscription. That'd be amazing, dude. I'm on my knees out here begging for subscriptions, man. So anyways, hey, we got another live episode coming on Friday. I'm going to have another one of these episodes, but for running backs, all right? Where are like the murky running back rooms? Who could be number 1? Because that's going to be super valuable as well. Let me know if there are people that I was missing today, man. If there are other wide receiver rooms, 8 is a lot. Again, that's a quarter of the league, dude. So we need to take advantage of this. My name is Tyler Big Turd Ward. This is the Fantasy Red Zone, and I appreciate you.